Greetings, Hastings viewers. My name is Mike Bramer with HCTV, and welcome back once more to the Bramer household. And today, I'm joined with special guest Mayor Mary Fasbender. Mary, how are we doing?
I'm good, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Afternoon to everybody.
Yes. So first off, Mary, how is everything going with the city of Hastings during the whole COVID-19 situation?
Well, that's a question, Mike, I get asked every day. And I'm just so proud of our staff and our department heads. It's amazing the work they do. If people don't understand city government, it's I and council, and then we have department heads. So they virtually do the work. They have the knowledge, they have the education in whatever department it is, and we deliver to them, they bring us the answers, and vice versa. So we look to them to do our homework and to educate us, so we therefore then can educate the citizens of Hastings. So every morning we meet. We have a Zoom meeting with all the department heads, and I fortunately am able to sit in on that, which is good for me for more than one reason. One reason is because, again, I'm new, but I'm not, I'm 15 months into it.
Yeah.
It's still a learning process for me, but it's also for me to learn which department does what.
Mm-hmm.
We know that, but in a situation like COVID-19, it's amazing what these departments do for this community. So I'm so very proud of them, and I can't thank them enough. They are the best team that I could have under my belt. And Dan Waticha, as our new city administrator, I kind of had a aha moment the other night because of my 15 months in, I've had a lot of firsts.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a first too.
Yeah.
But then I had a realization that this isn't only my first. It's many mayors first, even if they've been in 10 years, or, it's a lot of our first. So that's what I love about our city and our community, is how we come together to be a good team, and staff are good servants for our community. So I take big pride in that, and I feel very comforted each morning when we meet and we hear what everyone has to say and
Mm-hmm.
what they're doing on the front end of everything, and the protection that they're taking and putting out there proactively before it even is
An issue.
something that we should take care of. So
Wow, excellent. So are you working from home primarily?
as from the city, yes.
Yeah.
My
Yep.
industry, of course, as a hairdresser, I'm closed down too,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm thankful for that too, because I do have more time for this and to be involved, be it Zoom meetings or whatever it is. So
Mm-hmm.
yes,
So what?
I think pretty much we're all working from home.
Yep. What do you think of these online meetings? We were just joking off camera that a month ago, I didn't even know what Zoom was hardly. And a lot of people didn't. Now we're becoming experts on this. What are your thoughts on the whole video meetings? Are they as good as normal meetings, or what do you think?
From the meetings that I've been in, I think it's okay. Of course, we had a couple public hearings the other night for our council meeting, and they actually went well. We have a system where you can put in your email, and we had one incident where the gentleman couldn't speak, but then he just relayed his ask to, and we resolved it. That's maybe the only issue, but there again, we want to keep things moving forward,
Mm-hmm.
and we did as such. I guess I'm thankful we can do it this way,
Yeah.
and in protection of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be optimistic about it. Had we not gone through this, we would never know what, like we said, what Zoom is. But now we know
Mm-hmm.
that we have something in addition to that. If something were to happen,
Mm-hmm.
we can do it that way.
Yeah.
There's an option for us. And we're making the best of it that we can.
Mm-hmm. Is there any advice or recommendations you have for the Hastings community during this time?
Trust in your city staff. and your council people that we are doing the right thing. Stay positive. I know that's hard to do, but be optimistic that we will get through this.
Mhm.
There are tough times. Our businesses are struggling. There's kids that want to play, and there's so many things that we want to do now that the weather's getting nicer. But be part of that responsibility of what you should do as an individual to help others. I
Mhm.
mean, that's kind of our whole thing. It's not only for me to go to the grocery store and have something over my face, that's for everyone else's protection as well. So if we all be a little more accountable for
Mhm.
our each individual situations, I think the better the community would be. But you know, I'm very confident that the governor will be speaking today at 2 o'clock.
Mhm.
Um, he and his staff make tough decisions. I and our city staff, we make tough decisions, but you know what? It's for the benefit of our community. The better we stay on the front end of it and protect our
Mhm.
children, our middle aged, our seniors, the better off we're all going to be. It's a tough weekend. It's Holy Week and it's Good Friday, or I'm sorry, it's Easter.
Yep.
What a joyous time to get together
Mhm.
for many reasons, but main reason to get together with our families, and that in most cases that shouldn't be happening.
Yep.
So I've heard some good people, some different ways that people they're still gonna have Easter,
Yep.
and they're gonna have individuals, and you're gonna drive by and get your individual salad or turkey or whatever, and then you're gonna go home and you're gonna have it with your family. But
Yep.
they're all chipping in as families to make it happen.
Mhm.
And 2020 is going to go down in history in this world.
Mhm.
And the other thing, Mike, I think that is a good thing to think of. It would be different if it was just our community going through it,
Yeah.
but it is the whole world, which I'm not saying it helps, but it does, to know that our neighbors are going through the same thing that we do,
Mhm.
and we have to be neighbor like and help each other. State of Minnesota is unbelievable. I don't know if you heard this, but someone made the comment that we are number one in being proactive and everything.
Mhm.
I commend our governor. He is amazing. And there again, it's he and his team that are making these decisions, but they're the right decisions.
Yep.
So
Exactly. So you became mayor back in 2018. So since you became mayor, what's something that surprised you about the position?
I guess the process and the
Mhm.
and the progress of how things go. And
Mhm.
I knew that, but I'm kind of a hands-on mayor.
Mhm.
I've always been hands-on, so it's been very hard for me to say, "Oh my gosh, I can't do that. I can't just get up and do that."
Mhm.
I have to have people to have it go through and go through the process. That,
Mhm.
I guess, that's the toughest, but after being in now 15 months, I think I've learned it.
Yep. Yep.
Still learning, of
Mhm.
course. I think I don't care if I'm in 20 years, you're still going to learn, because each day is a new day. Yeah, I love it. I get energized when I drive down a road and I see our community working together, and just the emails I get, what our community is doing together, the partners that we have, and we are definitely Hastings strong. So I think the process, even in situations like this, we have to learn to move it a little faster, but there's
Mhm.
still a process.
So when I interviewed Dan Waticha last week, he said as a newer Hastings resident, one of the things he was blown away by was Gobblegate and how it's a huge
Oh,
community just coming together. So did you ever think that Gobblegate would become such an incredible spectacle? Obviously, if people don't know, you're one of the founders, the organizers of Gobblegate. What are your thoughts on that?
still, amazes me. This will be our 23rd year. When Jay and I first sat down after the turkey trot in Minneapolis, when we did the turkey trot
Mhm.
many years ago, we thought, yeah, we'll just raise a little money for Hastings Family Service. It'll
Mhm.
all be good, da da da. No, we never thought this. We never thought. But Mike, that again, that's our community.
Yep.
Jay and I and added Brian a few years later, we are not, and Gobblegate with Stacia, we are not successful because of what we do. It's what everybody does when we come together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good analogy of COVID-19. We will survive. We will get through this. We will be stronger. And we don't want it to come back next year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that and that's what I feel so proud about Hastings. That's what we are. So yeah, this year might have a little twist on Gobblegate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then again, you know, like I said to someone, it could also make us stronger
Mm-hmm.
because of what we've been through. So as a community, you know, we always come together. So,
Mm-hmm. And how special next Gobblegate, assuming social distancing is done and all that, how special will that be to get all of those people coming together? That'll be a powerful
it will be.
emotional moment. I
It
can't
will
wait.
be.
Mm-hmm.
It will be. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we have a few things to look forward to. You know, I'm still very hopeful of Rivertown Days.
Yep.
You know, our car shows, our
Mm-hmm.
concerts in the park, they're just pushed out a little bit. We kind of look to the governor's advice too,
Mm-hmm.
and then we deliberate and try to figure out, okay, how can we expound on that for our community? So, and that's what I would encourage for people to do. Listen to what Minnesota is doing. Listen to our governor.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a tough position, but you know what? He's the guy to be there for Minnesota. And I appreciate everything he's doing.
So I want to pivot here for a second. So you have years of experience as a hairstylist. So there's a lot of
Oh,
people at home right now. They're obviously people aren't allowed to go to their hairstylist. What advice do you have for people? Should they be cutting their own hair? Should they wait it out? What do you recommend as a hairstylist?
well, you know, I've been months without, literally, because of my, you know, I broke my arm, I had to have
Yes.
surgery, many issues, you know, blah, blah, blah. The day that they closed them down was going to be the day I was going to get mine done. So you know, I'm leading by example.
Mm-hmm.
It's hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's hair. A little more goop, a little more hat. Yes, some people have cut their own,
Yep.
and I've had many messages, boy, are you going to have a mess to clean up? Well, you know, that's all part of the fun. That's all
Exactly.
part of the fun.
Exactly.
So if you take a clipper, just have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Is that
You
what
know,
you'd
it might not
recommend for
be,
me? Would be to get some scissors, to get like a buzzer, or should I just
let
wear
it
a hat?
go.
Let it go? Grow it
Let
out
it
a little
go.
bit? All right.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
get a ponytail or
yours is, well, I don't know about that. I had a gentleman stop by just yesterday. We're just chatting, and he said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm waiting for a little ponytail to come. I said, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
There's the age old put the bowl on the head and just trim around
true. Right?
whatever
Right?
shows.
Oh, yeah. The other component to that are the people that color their hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, there are things they can do. You know, we have a little spray color and
Yeah.
stuff. But a lot of, I mean, I shouldn't say a lot, but a few of them are just like, you know what, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not just me,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Like you said,
So
we're all in this together.
we are, and won't the pictures be funny in another month? You know,
Yes.
we all have a before picture. Let's take a picture at the end of this
Yes.
and put them up. And that would be a fun thing to do on Facebook, not
Mm-hmm.
belittling or doing anything. You know, Facebook can be a little negative. So
Yes.
let's lighten the pages and let's do something fun like that. Before and afters, before COVID-19 and after.
I love
And
it.
I think that would be kind of cute. Maybe I'll put that out there.
That's a great idea. That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
I think it'd be fun.
So just for people that don't know you super well or want to learn more about you, we're going to pivot to a little bit of a lightning round here. So I'm just going to ask you some quick questions and you can give me some quick responses. The first one is,
Okay.
what hobbies do you have, Mayor Mary?
Well, I walk my dog a lot. Love to play softball
Mm-hmm.
when there's a pickup.
Yeah.
Ski. I snow ski.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I lead a really busy life.
Yeah.
I work 12-hour days doing hair when I work. So
Mm-hmm.
when I have some time, I literally, I like to just veg.
Relax. Yep.
Veg. I don't listen to anything. I need to have, in fact, every morning I give myself an hour and a half, and that is my hour and a half.
Yep. That's
because I
great.
know the minute it hits, 8 o'clock.
Go, go, go.
So I enjoy my peace and quiet. We
Hmm.
do have a park model
Hmm.
um, over in Webster, Wisconsin, on Devil's Lake, and so we have a tendency to go there. My husband goes there more than I do, of course, because of my weekend duties as a mayor. But yes, I enjoy that peacefulness, and rarely do we turn the TV on. Nothing. It's just I love the sound of nature, and
Hmm.
yeah,
So if you
yeah.
were to turn that TV on, next question, do you have a favorite TV show or movie?
Actually, I don't watch a lot of TV, but my
Except
husband,
HCTV?
he- he- I I do watch that, but I actually just watch it on my phone. So if I were to sit and watch a TV show, we discovered Netflix
Hmm.
back in January when my husband had some medical issues and he had to be home.
Hmm.
So we were watching the series Heartland,
Oh, okay. Hmm.
which is a wonderful ranch type setting in Canada, and it's horses, and it's there again, groundedness. And actually, my husband and I watched it all.
Hmm.
2 weeks ago, we ended it. I've restarted to watch it because it's mindless,
Hmm.
and it's pretty much all good, and it's
Hmm.
nature, and so and I This Is Us is probably
Hmm.
my
That's a good one.
main show that I watch, and I was fortunate enough to meet Chrissy, so it's extra special for
Oh,
me.
cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
And speaking
yeah.
of mindless, Take a Hike Mike is always on YouTube as well.
Oh,
What is your
yeah.
favorite food?
Well, I'll only say this because I'm not a cook.
Hmm.
My husband is the cook. I have one dish that I cook, and it's chow mein,
Okay. Hmm.
and I don't make it very often, but that is probably my favorite dish, and that's probably why it's my favorite dish to make, because I kind of tweaked the recipe and made it my own.
Hmm.
So
Excellent. Excellent.
probably that.
Sure. And do you have a favorite music artist or genre of music?
I am all over. I
Hmm.
am all over. But I will tell you, the person that I've seen the most, again, because of a connection I have with him through a friend of mine, is Darius Rucker.
Oh,
So
cool.
Hootie back then and Darius now and Hootie again. So yeah, probably D-Man is my all-time favorite. But I go back to, my 70s and Boston and
Yep.
Journey, and that's a good era for me. And if I really need to become grounded, I go to my iTunes and I listen to them, and they bring
Sure.
me back to
Hmm.
very good memories. So
Yeah. Were
yeah.
you able to attend the Chicago concert last year?
I was. It
Hmm.
was
That's kind of that
awesome.
same
Yeah, it
generation
is.
there. Hmm.
In
Hmm.
fact, I videoed when they played Saturday in the Park.
Mm-hmm.
I still listen to it because it was amazing. That was one of the awesomest, bestest, whatever words you want
Hmm.
to use, and those aren't words, but to bring to Hastings. So there
Hmm.
again, Rotary
Hmm.
and League of Heroes is
Yep.
it was awesome for the community and everyone that was around it. So we're looking forward to this year's too, which is coming
Hmm.
up in September.
Yep. So speaking of Darius, did you actually get to meet him personally, or is it more of a friend of a friend?
A few times.
Wow. You got to tell us a little bit about one of those moments there.
It will be 2 years ago, I think, in August. We went out to Red Rocks in
Hmm.
Colorado. Whirlwind. I'm not spontaneous at all, and we talked about it for a week, and boom, we flew out 6 in the morning. Flew back home the next morning at 6 a.m. Yes, we had backstage passes,
Oh, wow.
um, and then our very own Treasure Island when they were here last year. Yeah, I was back in by
Hmm.
his trailer and sipping on a little bit of his new Southern whiskey. And
Wow.
yeah,
Is he as nice as you would think he is?
he is.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome. That is so
he is.
cool. So you touched on travel a little bit before, but what is your favorite travel location?
Well, we have a timeshare in Cancun, which
Okay.
we haven't been there in a few years. That was I mean, when we were going there, yeah, I loved it because we don't do anything. We just lay in the sun and sleep, catch up on
Hmm.
sleep. But now today, I have to be honest and just saying, my home
Yep. Hmm.
right here and our little home over in Webster. I don't. I'm as much. I think I really travel. I did really travel a lot in my younger years with
Hmm.
skiing and golfing, and um, I'm just really content at
Hmm.
home. And yeah, I enjoy my home, our home.
Hmm. All right. Last question for you, Mayor Mary. What is your favorite thing about Hastings?
Many things, but I will say that my fondest thing of Hastings is we are a community.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter if it's in a time of need or just a time of joy, or I have so many memories of this community coming together. And I think it's just that we are community and we come together and we are there for one another. And I mean, I'm sure all communities are like that, Mike, but I can't say that. I can say that about our community. I don't know if you've ever seen my little hashtags, and I'm not a big hashtag person, but I continually put out there hashtag Hastings Proud.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I, if this is a time to thank everyone, I will thank everyone for being who they are, and again, trusting the city at what they do, the chamber at what they do, the school district at what they do, our ministerial association for what they do. That is community. And we all work together to make it the best for Hastings. We are community. So
Well said. Well
we
put.
will get through this. People stay positive, bring joy to people, be the happy that you want. You know what? I try to live by this, and especially through COVID-19, act the way you want to feel,
Hmm. Hmm.
because feelings are a big part of what we're going through.
Well
There
put.
you go.
Well said. Well, Mary,
There you
thank you so much for meeting with me today and just sharing
Yeah,
your insight and Hastings government and learning a little bit more about
yeah.
you. We really appreciate it. So,
Thanks, Mike, for having me. I wish I could give you a big hug, but I
yeah, we could do like
can't.
a
So
virtual hug.
we'll do a little hand knuckle or
Yeah, there
whatever.
we go.
Yeah. There
Boom.
you
So,
go. There you go.
there you go.
All right.
Well, viewers, thank you so much for
All
tuning
right.
in. This has been the one and only Mayor Mary Fasbender. Stay home, stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you next time.